Hello, I'm Chris with Atlantic Drain, and today we're installing a catch basin and drain line for this driveway. The person who put in the driveway was kind enough to make it to where there's just a small swell right here and all the water is going to this corner. So we can install a catch basin and a drain line and hook it into an existing system that we have back here. This catch basin, it's a 12 by 12, and I've started to drill some holes in it in the bottom here so that it can flood up into the catch basin, and then as it reaches the level of the pipe, it'll just flow on out into the drain line. So just a couple more drain holes to put in this. Keep them low and close to the bottom. Alright, so I got a total of 8 weep holes here that I put into the catch basin and just at the bottom of it. Alright, it just sits right in there. Got it already to the level. I'm going to just fill this up with gravel, maybe dig it out a little bit more, and it's going to be gravel up to the corner here, and then it's going to be solid pipe as it ties into the existing drain system. So it's kind of tough to see, but we're going to fill that area right there with gravel, and you can see I have perforated pipe right there with the holes facing down, so you can't see them from the top, but they are there. So first I'm going to lace the bottom of the trench with gravel. Just spread that out. Get it up underneath here. A little bit more fill here. This is just right. And we're going to cut a piece of pipe to fit here in the 90 and then go solid. So as you can see, there are perforated areas here on the pipe, and I have them so they're on the bottom half of this pipe. This is all perforated on the bottom side of it, just like this piece. We've got gravel underneath it, got a downhill flow. This water is going to collect inside a large catch basin, and if it's overwhelmed for whatever reason, sticks on it or whatnot, we're going to have gravel perforated pipe in this area to catch the rest of the water if it ever overflows. Then solid pipe out to the existing line. And remember to be sure to drill those holes, about 8 of them, real close to the bottom. I got 4 in the bottom and 4 on the sides, just maybe an inch or so above the bottom of the catch basin. It's important to do that because as water comes around this, if it's not going into the catch basin, it's coming around the sides of it, and it will want to lift up the catch basin. You know, it just wants to float up. So put those holes in there so that all the water just fills into the catch basin. Alright, so we've got our catch basin in position. I'm going to go ahead and fill this with gravel in this area so I can continue on down the line with solid pipe. Gravel fill all the way to the top. That way any water that does not make it into your catch basin will go ahead and just fill right into the gravel perforated area. It'll fill the pipe and send it on down the line. Once again, it's filling around the catch basin as well. About 1 more half wheelbarrow will do it. I'm going to go ahead and get a piece of solid pipe going. That way nothing gets into the pipe. Just make sure it's in there real good. Okay, so we filled the gravel to grade. Just need to use a rake on that. I'm going to clean out the grate system one more time, get the rocks out of there, any that fell in, and go ahead and install solid pipe to the existing system back here. Just have to take apart the downspout, put on a T, and then we're just covering up, and we're going to see how it works. One more time through this. It's really nice that whoever did the driveway made a little swell right here, just enough so that the water will come to this side, you know, versus having to put in a channel drain. Saved the homeowner quite a bit of money on that one. Alright, as I go along through here, I want to check for bubble, and we got about 16th bubble, which is pretty good for the amount of fall we have to the existing line. Alright, I'm going to take apart the existing line here, the adapters. So we can tie our new line into this. Can save that part. We won't be using that 90. Got a bell fitting on this end, and looks like it needs to be cut right there. I'm going to cut it a little bit long just to be sure that it's going to fit in there. I mean, I can always cut some off. That looks like it's going to be just right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue these fittings up. There's lots of brands for glue. I like Ote. This will hold all this stuff into place while we put the fittings all together and cover it up. Ugh. There we go. I'm going to try putting it in at this end first, and then lift the pipe up. And voila, it's together. That's looking pretty darn good. Looks like we got nice bubble. Good fall. Alright, just re-secure the downspout. It's ready to cover up. We've got this all installed and to grade, hooked up, tying into the existing line. Now we're going to give a demonstration, and that water is going to come down the driveway into the swell, and it's going to start filling up around the catch basin. It's catching water outside of it and going into the perforated pipe. As this ground gets saturated, it'll start coming in over the top of the grate and quickly removed out into the discharge line. Alright, we just started the water, and you can see it's coming into the swell, and it's going to make its way into that gravel perforated area, and it's going to saturate that first, and then it'll start filling up into the catch basin. Let's open up that catch basin so you can see what's going on in there. As you can see, the water's starting to fill up in the catch basin from this gravel perforated pipe. As it fills up the basin, it's going to go ahead and go out the discharge line. If this were an extremely heavy rain, this would saturate quickly for the gravel perforated, and then it's just going to catch everything else quickly and remove it into the catch basin. Also, if there's excessive water, it's going to be caught up here in this gravel perforated section and moved on out the line. I'm Chris with Atlantic Drain. Thank you for watching, and remember, it's easy once you know how.